Hello everyone, I'm Sujan. Me along with my team members Ashwarya, Himanshu and Manish have worked on this project called Detecting Early Alzheimer's for this class. Alzheimer's is an extremely common disease and is the most frequent cause of dementia. It is estimated that over 5 million people in the United States currently suffer from a stage of Alzheimer's disease, which is about 1 out of every 9 people over the age of 65. The disease is evaluated with magnetic resonance imaging or MRI. MRI features may be able to anticipate the rate of decline in Alzheimer's disease and may help guide therapy in the future. We can apply machine learning techniques to reliably forecast a patient's intimation with the disease. And through this project, we propose creating a sound model that can assist clinicians to help in early diagnosis of the disease through early prediction. In order to obtain the dataset, we requested access to an organization called OSS, which is Open Access Series of Imaging Studies, that aim at making such types of datasets available for research purposes. These columns were settled after or selected after reading a few research papers on the subject. These features are mainly detected by the experts or images of MRI scans. All columns have a detailed description in our report. MMSC was set as our predictor column, and it's basically an indicator test of Alzheimer's worth of 30 points. We further made a group column which divided our data set into four classes: normal, mild dementia, moderate dementia, and severe dementia. The methodologies will be explained by my peer Manish.
Hello everyone. Let's go over the methodology in detail from the Jupyter notebook. We started with using the libraries like Pandas, NumPy, and Seaborn for some visualizations. We have imported this data set where we have these columns mentioned in the presentation, like intraparenchymal volume, cortex volume. Here we are looking at the data set, we are looking at the summary to check if there are any null values in the data set, and we can see that there are three columns with null values. So we start with replacing these null values with the most frequent value so that we can start with the modeling. We have replaced the categorical variable male and female with the numerical variables 0 and 1. Our target column is group, where we have grouped the column MMSC based on the points. So 25 to 30 is normal cognition, 21 to 24 is mild dementia, and so on. We check the correlation between all the columns in the dataset to see which columns are having higher correlation on the MMSC, as it is our target column. We can see that CDR is highly correlated to the MMSC with its impact being minus 0.82. Apart from CDR, total hippocampus volume is having the highest correlation with MMSC. So these two columns are going to have highest impact on our target column. After dividing the dataset into train, test, and validation, we ran our dataset through all different kinds of model to see which model is giving the highest accuracy. We started with the logistic regression for the multi-class classification, and it gave us the test accuracy of 88.7%. After that, we got the accuracy with decision tree. We used a depth of 2 in the decision tree where we got the accuracy of 87.47%. With random forest, we got 88% accuracy. AdaBoost, which is just a boosted decision tree classifier, it gave us the accuracy of 87. After running different kinds of model like SVM, machine learning, and deep learning models, we found out that the best accuracy is given by SGD model with the accuracy of 91.30%. We ran all of these models to reach the highest accuracy. Handing over to my colleague, Sujan.
The challenges faced in this project were mainly the data retrieval process, as healthcare data is often confidential and not easily accessible. Apart from this, the predictor column had to be divided into classes for better multi-class classification. And the predictor column also makes our model flexible as it can be extended to more neurological diseases. In conclusion, the high model accuracy will help predict early Alzheimer's symptoms more properly. Many benefits of detecting the disease early includes medication is more effective and the effect of the disease might be reversed. We can obviously extend this project by trying deep learning and other CNN techniques if we can access a dataset with MRI images. These are our sources. Thank you.